Mixon for another big game. It's the coach. This is the 2021 season on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see running back Joe Mixon coming off a 100-yard performance a week ago. Coming up, we'll see the visiting New Orleans Saints taking on the New England Patriots. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
If there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Play action. Now Wilson. And he hits Gronkowski on the out route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. There he goes inside the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Forbath will put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That's caught by Meredith, right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller because that...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On second down, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick that time, 52 yards. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Let's go!
They'll throw now on the final play. Airing it out deep for Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Flush to his right. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney!
Back to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for him.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So that'll back them up 5. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On third down, Wilson. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and got his man complete. The 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on third down for the Pats. 62 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Robert Woods, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
No, check, Patrick!
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. From the gun on third down, Wilson to Mixon on the check down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners. They've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone.